This is how it begins. Not with a crash, not with a fire, but with a whisper, a soft bed, a warm blanket, a scrolling thumb. The enemy isn't pain, it's comfort. Because the truth is, comfort doesn't just make you lazy, it makes you forget you were ever ambitious. You stop chasing, you stop risking, you stop growing. And before you even realize it, you've already lost. Comfort feels good, that's why it's so dangerous. Your brain is wired for survival, not greatness. So when life gets comfortable, your biology claps. It says, yes, this is safety. Stay here. But what your brain calls safe, your soul calls stuck. One day you'll wake up and realize you've spent years building a life you don't even respect. All because it was comfortable. Let's break this myth. Comfort is not happiness. In fact, long-term comfort leads to boredom, anxiety, depression. Because deep down, you know you're capable of more. Imagine this. You used to wake up at 5 a.m., chase your dreams, build that body, write that book. Now you snooze the alarm. You eat just one donut. You say, tomorrow. Comfort kills slowly. It doesn't hit like a car crash. It melts you from the inside. You're not failing because life is too hard. You're failing because life is too easy. The most dangerous place in the world is your couch. You think motivation dies when you're tired. Wrong. It dies when you're comfortable. Why wake up early when your bed is warm? Why hit the gym when your fridge is full? Why read when Netflix autoplays? Because discipline only grows in discomfort. No pain equals no growth. No pressure equals no power. Neuroscience shows that. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure, it's about pursuit. When you face challenges, your brain gets addicted to progress, not comfort. But when you're always comfortable, you short-circuit that system. You stop pursuing. You start consuming. You numb your ambition. Discomfort triggers growth. Comfort triggers decay. Comfort zones are beautiful places, but nothing ever grows there. Everyone's telling you, find balance. Treat yourself. Take it easy. But what if that advice is killing your potential? Ask yourself, when did you last do something that made you nervous? When did you last sweat for something you believed in? If your answer is, I don't remember, that's the red flag. 2-day shipping, 10-second dopamine, zero resistance. Modern life is engineered for ease, but your soul is designed for battle. You were born to fight, to overcome, to sweat, to win. And comfort has stolen that fire from you. Let me say this clearly. Comfort is a prison disguised as freedom. It promises peace. It delivers regret. You think you're relaxing. You're regressing. You think you're safe. You're shrinking. You will reach a moment where comfort turns into pain. You'll feel stuck. You'll feel empty. You'll feel like life is passing you by. That's not depression. That's your potential screaming for war. And the only way out is to step into discomfort willingly. Here's the secret every high performer knows. The more discomfort you choose, the more power you unlock. Wake up earlier than you want. Say no when it's easier to say yes. Chase goals that scare you. Run toward the thing you fear. Because success isn't built in comfort. It's forged in friction. Every day you stay comfortable, you fall one step behind the version of you who had the courage to move forward. The clock is ticking. This is not just a mindset. This is your life. So let me ask you this one question. Are you choosing comfort or are you choosing greatness? Because you can't have both. Stay uncomfortable, stay dangerous. Let's be brutally honest. You're not staying comfortable because you're lazy. You're staying comfortable because your brain thinks discomfort equals danger. This is evolutionary. In prehistoric times, pain meant injury. Hunger meant risk. Effort meant survival challenge. So your lizard brain says, stay in the cave. Avoid the pain. Eat now. Rest now. Don't move. But here's the problem. You're not in the jungle anymore, but your brain still thinks you are. In today's world, food is unlimited. Rest is normalized. Pain is optional. And that should be good, right? Wrong. Because now, your biggest enemy is the very thing that makes life easier. You don't grow by doing what's easy. You grow by doing what's hard, on purpose. Let's break down the 3 invisible comfort traps that kill your momentum. Trap 1, the reward loop. I deserve this. You had a long day, so you watch 3 hours of Netflix, order fast food, scroll endlessly. Your brain gets dopamine without effort, and that's the trap. You're training yourself to expect reward without struggle. Trap 2, the avoidance loop. I'll start tomorrow. Every time you delay action, you reduce your ability to tolerate discomfort. Skip the gym, you'll skip it again. Didn't speak up, you'll stay silent next time. You're building a habit of avoidance, and avoidance becomes identity. Trap 3, the identity loop. That's just who I am. This is the deepest trap. You start believing, I'm not disciplined. I'm just not a morning person. I can't focus. Comfort isn't just shaping your habits, it's shaping your self-image. And if you believe you're weak, you'll act like it. It's possible. In fact, it's necessary. Here's how to flip the switch. Step 1, make discomfort familiar. What you fear, you avoid. What you do often becomes normal. So start small. Take cold showers. Wake up before sunrise. Fast for 16 hours. Say no to your cravings. These aren't just habits. They're neural rewiring tools. Every act of chosen discomfort builds mental armor. Step 2, pain equals progress. Reframe. Start telling yourself, discomfort equals data. Pain equals progress. Sweat equals success. Because your brain associates pain with failure. You need to retrain it to see pain as evidence of growth. Every moment you resist temptation, you're building discipline. Every moment you suffer for your goal, you're building resilience. Step 3, daily discomfort rule. Make this a non-negotiable ritual. Do one hard thing every day. Examples: speak up when it's easier to stay quiet. Write when your mind says rest. Do push-ups when you're tired. Say no when it's uncomfortable. These tiny battles are where greatness is born. Step 4, seek pain to build power. Don't just tolerate discomfort. Hunt it, look for it, chase it, create it. The highest performers in the world intentionally put themselves through discomfort daily. Athletes train till they puke. Entrepreneurs work 14-hour days. Artists destroy drafts and start over. Soldiers run with weight on their backs. They aren't addicted to suffering. They're addicted to who they become because of it. Discomfort is the gym of the mind, and every rep makes you stronger. If you don't, here's what happens. Let's fast forward 5 years. You avoided pain. You stayed comfortable. Now, you're physically weaker. You're mentally foggy. You hate your job. You scroll to escape. You wonder where the fire went. That future is real. And it starts with one decision. Do you choose the hard path now or the regret later? Discomfort isn't a mood. It's a system. Let's build yours. 1. Morning pain ritual. Wake up early. Cold shower. Read instead of scroll. 2nd midday resistance task. Do something you've been avoiding. Speak the uncomfortable truth. Push through the mental wall. 3. Evening reflection. Journal. Where did I choose comfort today? Commit to doing the opposite tomorrow. Here's the paradox. The more discomfort you choose, the easier your life becomes. Why? Because you grow stronger, you grow clearer, you build emotional calluses, you stop running from struggle and start dominating it. Studies show that voluntary discomfort activates the prefrontal cortex, your logic, discipline, control, reduces anxiety long-term, builds emotional tolerance. So every time you do something hard on purpose, you're not just changing your body, you're upgrading your brain. The moment you start escaping comfort, it will fight you. You'll hear, "Just this once." You've earned it. Take it easy. That's not your voice. That's the voice of mediocrity. Every time you resist comfort, you kill the old you and step into the new one. Stack your discomforts. Run when tired. Read when bored. Fast when hungry. Work when distracted. Each time you do, you build mental muscle. And soon, pain doesn't feel like pain anymore. It feels like progress. Here's the door. One side says comfort. The other says discomfort. One side feels easy now but kills you later. The other feels hard now but builds your legacy. Most people spend their lives staring at the door. Few ever walk through. Which will you choose? This isn't motivation. This is war. Ready? By now you've seen the truth. Comfort is not your friend. Discomfort is not your enemy. Every moment of resistance is a decision, to grow or decay. But knowing isn't enough. Now it's time to move. Let me ask you, if you knew pain leads to power, would you still avoid it? You're about to begin a war, but this time the war is inside you, and we're going to win it, one day at a time. Rules of the war. 1. No excuses. You either do the task or you don't. That's it. 2. No comfort substitutes. No binge watching, no cheat meals, no escape. 3. Journal daily. Pain must be tracked to become transformation. 4. Attack your biggest resistance first. Let's begin. Day 1. Break the pattern. Your brain thrives on routine. Today, we destroy your comfort rituals. Tasks. Wake up 1 hour earlier than usual. Take a 5-minute cold shower. Fast until noon. Do one thing you've procrastinated for over 7 days. Journal prompt. What was the hardest moment today? And what did it teach me? Day 2. Train the mind, not the mood. Feelings are irrelevant. You act because you choose to, not because you feel like it. Tasks. No music, podcasts, or background noise for 3 hours. 45 minutes of focused deep work on a hard task. 30 minutes of physical exertion. No gym, do burpees, run stairs. 0 phone use before 10 a.m. Journal prompt. What did I crave most today and why? Day 3. Embrace public discomfort. We fear judgment. So today, you'll confront it. Tasks. Post something bold online. Thought, goal, belief, video. Start a conversation with a stranger. Ask a scary question at work, school. No social media consumption, only creation. Journal prompt. What judgment did I fear, and what actually happened? Day 4. Starve the weakness. You have patterns that feed your comfort. Today, we starve them. Tasks. No sugar, no processed food. Only water plus whole foods. 10-minute ice exposure or cold shower. No phone for 5 hours. Speak one truth you've been hiding. Journal prompt. What does my comfort cost me daily? Day 5. Hunt the pain. Today you don't wait for discomfort, you chase it. Tasks. Choose your biggest fear and do it. Complete the hardest workout you've ever done. Sit in silence, no input, no movement for 30 minutes. Cut out one toxic comfort permanently. Journal prompt. What pain have I been hiding for my whole life? Day 6. the discipline day. Today is about saying no 1,000 times. Tasks. Say no to every urge that isn't aligned with your mission. Stick to a strict schedule, hour by hour. No entertainment, only effort and reflection. Meditate on who you want to become for 20 minutes. Journal prompt. Where did I reclaim control today? Day 7. Rebirth. You've stripped away the comfort. Now you rebuild the identity. Tasks. Write your new self manifesto, who you are now. Record yourself saying it and watch it 3 times today. Do the hardest task of the week again and do it better. Celebrate not with pleasure, but with purpose. Journal prompt. Who am I now that I wasn't 7 days ago? This challenge isn't a trend. It's not a gimmick. It's a rewiring of your identity. Because every time you wake up early instead of sleeping in, speak up instead of hiding, work instead of escape, push instead of quit, you prove something. You are not your feelings. You are not your cravings. You are what you choose to fight for. Your brain was wired to survive, but you're here to dominate. You've been a slave to dopamine, to comfort, to excuses. Now you become a soldier of discomfort. You don't wait for permission. You don't ask for motivation. You move regardless. Discipline is the decision to act when every part of you says stop. Let me ask you now, face to face, through this screen, what is comfort stealing from you? Your ambition, your health, your greatness, your legacy. Then burn it, right now. Burn the excuses, burn the safety, burn the life you've outgrown. Walk into the fire and become the person you were born to be. If you're ready to stay uncomfortable to win, then do this. 1. Comment below. Comfort is the enemy. I choose pain. 2. Subscribe to the channel, because this is just the beginning. 3. Share this video with one person who's stuck. Be the spark for their fire. 4. Take the 7-day discomfort challenge and document it. Tag us. We'll feature the most relentless warriors. And remember, you were not made to be comfortable. You were made to conquer. This is Elevate Your Mindset. Let's rise.